Hello there, and welcome to Sleep and Learn. Tonight we are going to explore the deep ocean and the life that calls it home. Take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Now release it gently. Let your body settle into a comfortable position. There is nothing you need to do but listen. Let's begin. The ocean covers more than 70% of our planet. It is vast beyond imagination. The deepest parts reach down nearly 7 miles. That is deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Most of this underwater realm remains unexplored. It is a world of darkness and mystery. Yet it is also a world of profound calm. The ocean moves slowly in its depths. Currents flow like gentle rivers. Creatures drift through the darkness with grace. Everything here exists in a state of peaceful suspension. The pressure is immense this far down, but life has adapted to thrive here. There is no hurry in these depths. Time moves differently here. A single current can take decades to complete its journey. The water is cold and still. It holds secrets that humans are only beginning to understand. Tonight we will descend into this world together. We will discover what lives in these quiet places. We will learn how life flourishes even in total darkness. As we explore, allow yourself to drift deeper into rest. Let the rhythm of the ocean lull you into tranquility. Each fact we discover is an invitation to relax more fully. There is no test to study for. No information you must remember. Simply listen and let the words wash over you like gentle waves. The ocean is patient. It has been here for billions of years. It will be here long after we are gone. This perspective brings comfort. It reminds us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. You are safe here. You can let go of the day behind you. The ocean depths are calling you to rest. The ocean is divided into different zones based on depth. The sunlight zone is the topmost layer. It reaches down about 200 meters. This is where most marine life lives. Sunlight penetrates here. Plants can grow. Fish swim in schools. But below this bright zone lies something different. The twilight zone begins where the light starts to fade. It extends from 200 to 1,000 meters deep. Here, the light is dim and blue. Only the strongest rays reach this far. Creatures here have adapted to low light conditions. Many have large eyes to capture every photon. Some produce their own light through bioluminescence. This chemical reaction creates a soft glow. It helps them find mates or lure prey. The twilight zone is a realm of gentle shadows. Below this lies the midnight zone. It begins at 1,000 meters. Darkness is complete here. No sunlight reaches these depths. The temperature hovers just above freezing. The pressure would crush a human instantly. Yet life exists here in abundance. Strange and wonderful creatures call this place home. They have evolved remarkable adaptations. Some are transparent like glass. Others are colored deep red or black. These colors become invisible in the darkness. The midnight zone extends down to 4,000 meters. Below this is the abyssal zone. It covers more than half of the ocean floor. The pressure here is tremendous. The temperature is near freezing. Food is scarce. Yet communities of life thrive here. Take a moment to breathe. Imagine descending slowly through these layers. Each level brings you deeper into calm. Bioluminescence is one of the ocean's most beautiful phenomena. It is the production of light by living organisms. Many deep-sea creatures possess this ability. They create light through a chemical reaction. A substance called luciferin combines with oxygen. This reaction produces light without heat. It is called cold light. On land, fireflies use the same process. But in the ocean, bioluminescence is far more common. Scientists estimate that 90% of deep-sea animals can produce light. Some fish have light organs called photophores. These organs contain bacteria that glow. The fish and bacteria live in symbiosis. The fish provides food and shelter. The bacteria provide light. Other creatures produce light themselves. They have special cells that generate the glow. The colors vary from blue to green to red. Blue light travels furthest in water. That is why most bioluminescence appears blue. Some animals use their light to communicate. They flash patterns to attract mates. Others use light as camouflage. They match the faint light filtering from above. This makes them invisible to predators below. Some creatures use light to startle or confuse attackers. They release glowing clouds into the water. While the predator is distracted, they escape. The anglerfish uses light in a different way. It has a glowing lure that dangles in front of its mouth. Small fish are attracted to this light. They swim closer to investigate. The anglerfish waits patiently in the darkness. When prey comes close enough, it strikes. But even this hunting happens slowly. There is no rush in the deep ocean. Everything unfolds at a measured pace. Let that settle in your mind. Imagine the soft glow of bioluminescence around you. It is like stars scattered through the water, gentle and peaceful. The giant squid has captured human imagination for centuries. It is one of the ocean's most mysterious creatures. For a long time, it existed only in sailors' tales. People thought it was a myth, but the giant squid is very real. It can grow up to 40 feet long. Its eyes are the size of dinner plates. They are the largest eyes in the animal kingdom. These enormous eyes help it see in the deep darkness. The giant squid lives in the midnight zone. It rarely comes to the surface. That is why it remained unknown for so long. Scientists have only recently captured footage of living giant squid. The videos show a creature of remarkable grace. Despite its size, it moves with fluid elegance. Its tentacles drift through the water like ribbons. The giant squid is an intelligent animal. It has a complex nervous system. Its brain is shaped like a donut. Its esophagus passes through the center. This means it must swallow carefully. Large pieces of food could damage its brain. The giant squid feeds on fish and smaller squid. It uses its two long tentacles to catch prey. These tentacles have suckers lined with sharp teeth. Once it catches something, it pulls it toward its beak. Yes, squid have beaks like birds. The beak is made of hard material similar to fingernails. It can slice through flesh with ease. But even this predator moves slowly through its world. It drifts in the current. It waits patiently for food to come near. The giant squid teaches us about patience. It shows us that size and power need not mean aggression. Even the largest creatures move gently through their environment. You are safe. Let yourself drift deeper. The ocean floor is not flat and barren. It has mountains and valleys just like land. Some underwater mountains rise higher than any on Earth. They are called seamounts. These are volcanoes that rise from the ocean floor. Some break the surface to become islands. Others remain submerged. Seamounts create unique habitats for marine life. Currents flow around them. This brings nutrients up from the depths. Plankton gather in these nutrient-rich waters. Small fish come to feed on the plankton. Larger fish come to feed on the smaller fish. Coral can grow on seamounts in shallow water. These coral reefs become bustling communities. But even in the deep ocean, seamounts attract life. Animals attach themselves to the rocky surfaces. Sponges and sea anemones make their homes here. They filter food from the passing water. There is no hurry. They simply exist. They grow slowly over years and decades. The deepest parts of the ocean floor are called trenches. These are long, narrow valleys. The Mariana Trench is the deepest place on Earth. It reaches down nearly 7 miles. The pressure at the bottom is crushing. It is over 1,000 times the pressure at sea level. Scientists once thought nothing could live there. They were wrong. When they sent cameras to the bottom, they found life. Small, shrimp-like creatures scuttled across the seafloor. Strange fish swam past the lens. Even at this extreme depth, life persists. These creatures have special adaptations. Their cells are structured differently. They can withstand the immense pressure. Some have proteins that stabilize their cells. Others have no air spaces in their bodies. Air would compress and cause damage. But these animals are mostly water and tissue. Water cannot be compressed, so they exist comfortably in this harsh environment. The deep ocean floor is covered in sediment. This sediment is made of tiny particles. Bits of shell and bone drift down from above. It takes thousands of years to accumulate. The sediment is soft like mud. Creatures burrow into it for safety and food. There is no hurry here either. Take a moment to breathe. Imagine resting on the soft ocean floor. The weight of the water above you. It is not crushing, but comforting, like a heavy blanket on a cold night. Hydrothermal vents are among the ocean's strangest features. They are cracks in the seafloor where hot water escapes. Magma beneath the crust heats seawater. The water becomes extremely hot. It can reach temperatures of 700 degrees Fahrenheit. This superheated water shoots up through the vents. It carries dissolved minerals from deep within the earth. When the hot water meets the cold ocean water, something amazing happens. The minerals precipitate out. They form dark clouds in the water. These are called black smokers. The minerals also build up around the vent. Over time, they form tall chimneys. Some chimneys grow as tall as buildings. They look like underwater smokestacks. Around these vents, unique ecosystems thrive. They do not depend on sunlight for energy. Instead, they rely on chemicals from the earth. Bacteria at the base of the food chain use these chemicals. The process is called chemosynthesis. The bacteria convert chemicals into energy. This is similar to how plants use sunlight, but no light is needed here. These bacteria form the foundation of the vent community. Giant tube worms grow near the vents. They can be 6 feet long. They have no mouth or digestive system. Instead, they have bacteria living inside them. The tube worms provide the bacteria with chemicals from the vent. The bacteria provide the worms with energy. It is a perfect partnership. Other creatures gather around the vents too. Blind shrimp cluster by the thousands. They have no need for eyes in the darkness. Special crabs scuttle across the rocks. These crabs are white or pale pink. They have no pigment. Color serves no purpose where there is no light. Fish swim through the warm water. The warmth is a rare commodity in the cold, deep sea. These vent communities exist in isolation. They are like islands in the vast ocean. Yet they are full of life and activity. Even here, though, life moves at a measured pace. There is no rushing. Everything exists in balance. Let that settle in your mind. There is no hurry. Each breath takes you deeper into rest. Whales are the ocean's gentle giants. The blue whale is the largest animal ever to exist. It is bigger than any dinosaur. An adult blue whale can grow to 100 feet long. It can weigh as much as 200 tons. That is the weight of about 30 elephants. Yet despite this enormous size, the blue whale is peaceful. It feeds on some of the ocean's smallest creatures. Krill are tiny, shrimp-like animals. They are only about 2 inches long. The blue whale eats millions of them each day. It does this through a process called filter feeding. The whale opens its massive mouth. Water and krill rush in. Then it closes its mouth and pushes the water out. Special plates called baleen hang from its upper jaw. The baleen acts like a strainer. It traps the krill inside while the water flows out. The whale then swallows the krill. This process is slow and deliberate. The whale swims through dense patches of krill. It takes several gulps to get a full meal. Blue whales migrate across entire oceans. They travel to cold waters to feed in summer. In winter, they move to warmer waters to breed. These migrations cover thousands of miles. Yet the whales swim slowly and steadily. They are in no rush. They move with the rhythm of the seasons. Whales communicate through song. Their calls can travel hundreds of miles through water. The songs are low and haunting. Some people find them deeply moving. Scientists believe whales use songs to find mates. They may also use them to navigate. The ocean carries sound differently than air. Low-frequency sounds travel very far underwater. Whales take advantage of this. They sing to each other across vast distances. Listening to whale song can be deeply calming. The notes are long and drawn out. They rise and fall like waves. There is a meditation quality to them. They remind us of the ocean's vastness. They remind us that we are not alone. Other creatures share this world with us. They live their lives according to ancient patterns. You are part of this interconnected web. You are safe. Allow yourself to simply listen. Jellyfish are among the oldest animals on Earth. They have existed for over 500 million years. They survived mass extinctions that killed the dinosaurs. They have no brain, no heart, no bones. Yet they thrive in oceans worldwide. A jellyfish is 95% water. Its body is almost transparent. It drifts with the current. It has limited ability to swim. It pulses its bell to move up and down. But mostly it goes where the ocean takes it. There is a lesson in this. Sometimes we must surrender to forces larger than ourselves. The jellyfish does not fight the current. It accepts its path. Some jellyfish are tiny, barely visible. Others are enormous. The lion's mane jellyfish can have tentacles 100 feet long. These tentacles trail behind the bell like streamers. They are covered in stinging cells. The jellyfish uses them to capture prey. Small fish brush against the tentacles. The stinging cells fire automatically. They inject venom that paralyzes the prey. The tentacles then draw the prey to the jellyfish's mouth. This process happens slowly. The jellyfish is patient. It waits for food to come to it. Many jellyfish are bioluminescent. They glow with soft blue or green light. This creates a magical effect in the water. Watching jellyfish can be hypnotic. They pulse with a slow, steady rhythm. Their movements are graceful and fluid. Aquariums often have jellyfish exhibits. People stand and watch them for long periods. There is something calming about their motion. It is repetitive, but never boring. Each pulse is slightly different. The tentacles flow and drift. It is like watching clouds move across the sky, or flames dancing in a fireplace. These natural rhythms soothe the mind. They help us let go of our racing thoughts. Take a moment to breathe. Imagine you are a jellyfish, drifting peacefully through the water. No destination in mind, just existing in the present moment. You can let your eyes grow heavier. Each word invites deeper rest. The ocean has different layers of water. These layers do not mix easily. Cold water is denser than warm water. Salty water is denser than fresh water. The densest water sinks to the bottom. Lighter water floats on top. This creates stratification. The Antarctic is the coldest part of the ocean. Water there becomes very cold and very salty. Ice forms on the surface. When seawater freezes, it leaves the salt behind. The water beneath becomes extra salty. This cold, salty water is extremely dense. It sinks all the way to the ocean floor. Then, it begins a long journey. It flows along the bottom toward the equator. This journey can take 1,000 years. The water travels slowly through the darkness. It carries oxygen and nutrients with it. Eventually, it will rise in other parts of the ocean. This rising water brings nutrients to the surface. It feeds the plankton that form the base of the food chain. The ocean has a global circulation system. Scientists call it the thermal ion circulation. Warm water flows at the surface toward the poles. Cold water flows deep beneath, back toward the equator. This circulation acts like a conveyor belt. It distributes heat around the planet. It regulates Earth's climate. Without this circulation, the poles would be much colder. The equator would be much hotter. The ocean moderates temperature extremes. It makes Earth a more hospitable place. This circulation also carries oxygen to the deep ocean. Most oxygen in seawater comes from the atmosphere. It dissolves at the surface. When cold water sinks, it carries this oxygen down. This oxygen sustains life in the deep sea. Without it, the ocean depths would be devoid of life. Everything in the ocean is connected. Surface processes affect the depths. Deep processes affect the surface. It is a complex system, yet it operates with a kind of natural wisdom. No one controls it. No one directs it. It simply is. There is profound peace in this realization. The ocean has been cycling for millions of years. It will continue long after we are gone. We are just small parts of a much larger whole. Let that settle in your mind. There is comfort in being part of something timeless. Coral reefs are sometimes called rainforests of the sea. They are among the most diverse ecosystems on Earth. Thousands of species live in and around coral reefs. Yet coral reefs cover less than 1% of the ocean floor. Corals are animals, not plants. They belong to the same group as sea anemones. A coral is actually a colony of tiny creatures. These are called polyps. Each polyp is only a few millimeters wide. But together, millions of polyps form a coral structure. The polyps build skeletons of calcium carbonate. This is the same material found in seashells. Over time, these skeletons accumulate. They form the reef structure. Some reefs are thousands of years old. They grow very slowly. A reef might grow only a few centimeters per year. There is no rushing this process. It happens in its own time. Coral polyps have a special relationship with algae. The algae live inside the coral's tissues. They use sunlight to make food through photosynthesis. They share this food with the coral. In return, the coral provides the algae with a safe home. This partnership allows corals to thrive in nutrient-poor waters. The algae provide most of the coral's energy. This is why corals need sunlight. They typically grow in shallow, clear water. The variety of colors in a coral reef is stunning. There are pink, purple, orange, yellow, and blue corals. These colors come from the algae and the coral's proteins. A healthy reef is a vibrant place. But corals are sensitive creatures. They require specific conditions to survive. The water must be the right temperature. It must be clean and clear. Even small changes can stress the coral. When corals are stressed, they expel their algae. This is called coral bleaching. The coral turns white. Without the algae, the coral begins to starve. If conditions improve, the algae can return. But if stress continues, the coral dies. Despite this sensitivity, corals have survived for millions of years. They have weathered ice ages and warm periods. They adapt slowly but surely. Coral reefs remind us of resilience. They show us that beauty and strength can coexist. They teach us that communities are stronger than individuals. Take a moment to breathe. Allow yourself to drift deeper. You are safe in this moment. The ocean is full of sounds. For a long time, people thought it was silent. They were wrong. Underwater, sound travels far and fast. It moves through water 4 times faster than through air. Marine animals use sound in many ways. They communicate with each other. They navigate through murky waters. They find food and avoid danger. Dolphins use echolocation. They emit clicking sounds. These sounds bounce off objects in the water. The echoes return to the dolphin. The dolphin's brain interprets these echoes. This creates a sound picture of the surroundings. Echolocation is so precise that dolphins can detect objects the size of a grape. They can tell the difference between different types of fish. They can even sense the inside of objects. This helps them hunt in dark or murky water. Whales, as mentioned before, produce songs. These songs are complex. They have patterns and structures. Some whale songs last for hours. The whales repeat the song over and over. Scientists have discovered that whale songs change over time. The whales modify their songs gradually. By the next year, the song may be quite different. Why do they do this? No one knows for certain. Perhaps it is like human musical trends. New variations become popular. Old patterns fade away. Fish also make sounds. Some grunt or croak. Others, drumstones, use special muscles to vibrate their swim bladder. The swim bladder is an air-filled sac inside the fish. It helps the fish control its buoyancy, but it can also amplify sound. When the muscles vibrate, the swim bladder resonates. This creates loud sounds. Fish use these sounds to attract mates or defend territory. Even invertebrates make sounds. Snapping shrimp create loud pops. They have one oversized claw. They snap it shut very quickly. This creates a cavitation bubble in the water. When the bubble collapses, it produces a loud pop. This pop can stun small prey. It also warns other shrimp to keep their distance. The collective sound of snapping shrimp can be deafening. In some areas, they create so much noise that submarines cannot hide. The ocean is not silent, but its sounds are different from land sounds. They are muffled and distant. They echo and reverberate. Listening to ocean sounds can be deeply relaxing. The gentle wash of waves, the distant call of whales. These sounds connect us to something ancient. They remind us of the ocean's presence. Let yourself drift deeper. Each breath takes you deeper into rest. Many fish migrate across vast distances. The salmon is perhaps the most famous example. Salmon are born in freshwater rivers. As young fish, they swim downstream to the ocean. They spend several years in the ocean. They grow and mature. Then something remarkable happens. They feel a call to return home. They swim back to the exact river where they were born. This journey can be thousands of miles. The salmon navigate with incredible precision. They use the Earth's magnetic field. They remember the chemical signature of their birth river. When they reach the river mouth, they stop eating. They swim upstream against the current. They leap up waterfalls and rapids. This journey requires tremendous effort, but they are driven by instinct. When they reach their birthplace, they spawn. They lay eggs or fertilize them. Then, exhausted, they die. Their bodies provide nutrients for the river ecosystem. The next generation hatches, and the cycle begins again. This sacrifice seems tragic, but it is part of nature's balance. The salmon give their lives so their offspring can thrive. There is something noble in this. Eels undertake an even longer migration. European eels are born in the Sargasso Sea. This is an area in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The baby eels drift on currents toward Europe. This journey takes about 3 years. When they reach the coast, they swim up rivers. They live in fresh water for many years. Some stay for over 20 years. Then they too feel a call to return. They swim back to the Sargasso Sea. There they spawn and die. No one has ever seen an eel spawn. The Sargasso Sea is very deep. The eels likely spawn in deep water, but scientists have confirmed that all European eels are born there. How the eels navigate back is still a mystery. They travel thousands of miles through open ocean. They have no landmarks to guide them, yet they find their way. The ocean tuna also migrate long distances. They follow currents and temperature gradients. They travel to find food and suitable spawning grounds. Some tuna circle the entire ocean basin. They may swim thousands of miles each year. Yet they return to the same areas season after season. These migrations show us the ocean's interconnectedness. The ocean is not divided by borders. Animals move freely across vast spaces. They follow ancient pathways. They respond to subtle cues we are only beginning to understand. There is wisdom in these patterns. There is trust in these journeys. The fish do not question their instincts. They simply follow them. Perhaps we too can trust the currents of our lives. Perhaps we too can find our way home. You are safe. There is no hurry. The deep ocean is a desert compared to surface waters. Food is scarce. The primary source of food is marine snow. This is not snow at all. It is a constant rain of organic particles. Dead plankton, feces, and other debris sink from above. These particles drift down through the water. They fall slowly, taking weeks or months to reach the bottom. By the time they arrive, they are very small. But they are the main food source for many deep-sea creatures. Some animals filter the water for these particles. Others wait on the seafloor for larger pieces to arrive. When a whale dies, its body sinks to the ocean floor. This is called a whale fall. It is a bonanza for deep-sea life. A single whale carcass can support a community for decades. First, scavengers arrive. Hagfish and sleeper sharks feed on the soft tissues. They can consume most of the meat within months. Then smaller scavengers move in. Crabs and shrimp pick the bones clean. Finally, bacteria colonize the bones. They break down the fats and oils trapped inside. This process can take 50 years or more. During this time, the whale fall becomes a small oasis. It supports species found nowhere else. Some worms and clams live only on whale falls. They have evolved to take advantage of this rare resource. When one whale fall is exhausted, these specialists must find another. This means traveling across barren seafloor. How they find the next whale fall is a mystery. The ocean floor is vast and mostly empty. Yet somehow these creatures locate their food source. Perhaps they sense chemical signals. Perhaps they simply search until they succeed. The scarcity of food means deep sea animals must be efficient. They cannot waste energy. Many have slow metabolisms. They can survive on very little food. They grow slowly and reproduce rarely. Some deep sea fish may live for over 100 years. They reach maturity very late. They produce few offspring. This life strategy is called K-selection. It works well in stable environments. The deep ocean changes very slowly. There are no seasons here. The temperature is constant. The darkness is absolute. Animals adapted to this environment do not need to hurry. They exist in a state of perpetual calm. Let that settle in your mind. Imagine living without rush, without deadlines, without stress, just existing, being present in each moment. This is the life of the deep ocean. You can let your eyes grow heavier. Each word invites deeper rest. The ocean's food web begins with microscopic organisms. Phytoplankton are tiny plants that float in the water. They are so small, you need a microscope to see them. Yet, they are incredibly important. Phytoplankton produce half of the world's oxygen. They do this through photosynthesis. They use sunlight, carbon dioxide, and nutrients. They create sugars and release oxygen as a byproduct. Every second breath you take comes from the ocean. From these invisible floating plants. Phytoplankton are eaten by zooplankton. Zooplankton are tiny animals. Some are the larvae of fish and crustaceans. Others spend their entire lives as plankton. Zooplankton drift with the current. They have limited swimming ability, but they can move up and down in the water column. During the day, many zooplankton stay deep. This protects them from predators that hunt by sight. At night, they swim to the surface to feed. This daily migration is one of the largest movements of biomass on Earth. Millions of tons of zooplankton rise and fall each day. Small fish feed on zooplankton. Larger fish feed on the small fish. This is the food chain that supports ocean life. Each level transfers energy up the chain, but only about 10% of energy moves up. The rest is used for life processes or lost as heat. This means it takes a lot of phytoplankton to support one large fish. The ocean's productivity varies by location. Cold waters are often more productive. Cold water holds more oxygen and nutrients. When deep water rises, it brings nutrients to the surface. This process is called upwelling. It occurs along certain coasts and near the poles. Where upwelling occurs, life flourishes. The water blooms with phytoplankton. Fish gather in huge schools. Seabirds dive to catch the fish. Marine mammals come to feed. These are the most productive areas of the ocean, but most of the ocean is less fertile. The open ocean is sometimes called a blue desert. The water is clear because there is little plankton. Without plankton, there are fewer fish. Large areas of the ocean are relatively empty, yet even in these sparse areas, life persists. Animals migrate to find food. They follow currents and temperature patterns. They have evolved to make the most of scarce resources. The ocean teaches us about efficiency, about making do with what is available, about patience and persistence. These are valuable lessons. Take a moment to breathe. Allow yourself to simply listen. There is no rush. You have all the time you need. Sharks have lived in the ocean for over 400 million years. They predate trees and flowers. They survived multiple mass extinctions. Today, there are over 500 species of sharks. They range in size from the dwarf lantern shark to the whale shark. The dwarf lantern shark is only 8 inches long. It could fit in your hand. It lives in the deep ocean. It is bioluminescent. Its belly glows to match the faint light from above. The whale shark is the largest fish in the ocean. It can grow over 40 feet long. Despite its size, it is gentle. It feeds on plankton and small fish. It is a filter feeder like the blue whale. The whale shark swims slowly through the water. Its mouth is enormous, over 5 feet wide. Water and plankton flow in. The shark filters out the plankton and swallows it. Whale sharks are solitary creatures. They wander the oceans alone. Sometimes they gather where food is plentiful. Dozens of whale sharks may feed in the same area, but they do not interact much with each other. They are peaceful giants. Many sharks must keep swimming to breathe. They need water flowing over their gills. If they stop, they suffocate. So they swim constantly, even while sleeping. Other sharks can pump water over their gills. They can rest on the ocean floor. Nurse sharks often do this. They gather in groups in caves or under ledges. Sharks have incredible senses. They can detect electrical fields. All living things produce weak electrical signals. Sharks have special organs that sense these fields. They can detect a heartbeat from several feet away. This helps them find prey buried in sand. Sharks also have a keen sense of smell. They can detect blood in the water from miles away, but they do not attack mindlessly. Most sharks are cautious. They investigate before acting. Sharks play an important role in ocean ecosystems. As predators, they keep other populations in check. They remove sick and weak individuals. This keeps prey populations healthy. Without sharks, ocean ecosystems can become unbalanced. Sharks are often misunderstood. Many people fear them, but shark attacks on humans are rare. You are more likely to be struck by lightning. Sharks are not monsters. They are ancient survivors. They have adapted to changing oceans again and again. They remind us of resilience, of the ability to endure through time. You are safe. Let yourself drift deeper. The ocean floor is not covered everywhere with sediment. In some places, solid rock is exposed. These areas are called abyssal plains. They are the flattest places on Earth. The rock is basalt, formed from cooled lava. New ocean floor is created at mid-ocean ridges. These are underwater mountain ranges. They run through all the major oceans. At the ridge, the Earth's crust is pulling apart. Magma rises from the mantle. It cools and solidifies, forming new crust. This process is happening right now. The Atlantic Ocean is growing wider. It expands by about an inch each year. Europe and North America are moving apart. This has been happening for millions of years. Eventually, the Atlantic may become as large as the Pacific. The Pacific Ocean, meanwhile, is shrinking. Its edges are being consumed at subduction zones. Here, ocean crust slides beneath continental crust. It descends back into the mantle. The rock melts and is recycled. This is part of the rock cycle. Material moves from mantle to crust and back. The process takes millions of years, but it is constant. The ocean floor is young compared to continents. No ocean floor is older than 200 million years. Continental rocks can be billions of years old. The ocean floor is constantly being renewed. The mid-ocean ridges are also home to hydrothermal vents. We discussed these earlier. The vents create unique ecosystems. They are windows into the Earth's interior. They show us how the planet generates heat. They demonstrate how life can exist without sunlight. The discovery of hydrothermal vents changed biology. Before, scientists thought all life depended on the sun. Plants captured solar energy. Animals ate plants or other animals. The sun was the ultimate source of all energy. But vent ecosystems showed this was not universal. Life can use chemical energy instead. This discovery opened new possibilities. Perhaps life exists in other extreme environments. Perhaps in the ice-covered oceans of Jupiter's moons. Perhaps deep underground. If life can thrive at hydrothermal vents, it can thrive anywhere. The ocean continually surprises us. Each discovery reveals new wonders. Each answer raises new questions. The more we learn, the more we realize how much we do not know. This is humbling. It reminds us of our limitations, but it also fills us with awe. The ocean is vast and mysterious. It holds secrets we may never fully uncover, and that is okay. Some mysteries are meant to remain mysteries. Let that settle in your mind. There is peace in accepting the unknown. Sea turtles are ancient mariners. They have swum in the oceans for over 100 million years. They watched the dinosaurs come and go. They survived the asteroid impact that ended the age of reptiles. Today, 7 species of sea turtles remain. All are endangered or threatened. Sea turtles spend almost their entire lives at sea. They are perfectly adapted to ocean life. Their legs have evolved into flippers. They cannot walk on land. They can only drag themselves forward. In water, they are graceful. They glide through the ocean with powerful strokes. Some species can swim at 20 miles per hour. But usually, they move slowly. They conserve energy. Female sea turtles must return to land to lay eggs. They come ashore at night. They dig a nest in the sand above the high tide line. They lay around 100 eggs. Then they cover the nest and return to the sea. The mother never sees her offspring. The eggs incubate for about 2 months. The temperature of the sand determines the sex of the hatchlings. Warmer sand produces more females. Cooler sand produces more males. When the hatchlings are ready, they dig their way out. They emerge at night when it is safer. They scramble toward the ocean. This journey is perilous. Birds and crabs prey on the hatchlings. Only a small fraction reach the water. Once in the ocean, they swim frantically away from shore. They head for the open sea. There they drift in currents for several years. They feed on small creatures. They grow slowly. After several years, they move to coastal waters. Here they feed on seagrass or jellyfish. They continue to grow. Sea turtles can live for 50 years or more. Some may live over 100 years. They grow throughout their lives, but their growth slows as they age. When they reach maturity, they begin to breed. Females return to the beach where they were born. No one knows how they navigate back. They may use the Earth's magnetic field. They may remember the chemical signature of their home beach. Males wait offshore. They mate with females in the water. Then the females come ashore to nest. This cycle has repeated for millions of years. Sea turtles remind us of perseverance. Each generation faces incredible odds, yet they continue. They adapt to changes in the ocean. They survive threats from nature and humans. They are symbols of endurance. Take a moment to breathe. Each breath takes you deeper into rest. The relationship between ocean and atmosphere is complex. The ocean influences weather and climate. It absorbs heat from the sun. Water has a high heat capacity. This means it can store a lot of heat without warming much. The ocean absorbs heat during the day and releases it at night. It absorbs heat in summer and releases it in winter. This moderates temperature swings. Coastal areas have milder climates than inland areas. The difference can be dramatic. The ocean also drives weather patterns. Water evaporates from the ocean surface. This water vapor rises into the atmosphere. As it rises, it cools. Eventually, it condenses into clouds. The clouds release rain. This is the water cycle. The ocean is the largest reservoir in this cycle. It contains 97% of Earth's water, heat and moisture from the ocean fuel storms. Hurricanes form over warm ocean water. They draw energy from the heat in the water. The warmer the water, the stronger the storm can become. When hurricanes move over land or cold water, they weaken. They lose their energy source. The ocean's currents also affect climate. The Gulf Stream carries warm water from the tropics to the North Atlantic. This warms Europe significantly. Without the Gulf Stream, Europe would be much colder. Cold currents have the opposite effect. The California current brings cold water down the west coast of North America. This keeps the coast cool and foggy. The ocean also absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide dissolves in seawater. Some of it reacts to form carbonic acid. This makes the ocean slightly acidic. The ocean has absorbed about a quarter of the carbon dioxide humans have emitted. This has helped slow climate change, but it has also made the ocean more acidic. This affects marine life, especially creatures with shells. The ocean is a buffer. It moderates extremes. It absorbs excess heat and carbon dioxide. But there are limits to what it can absorb. Changes in the ocean can have global effect. The ocean and atmosphere are deeply connected. What affects one affects the other. Understanding this connection helps us understand our planet. It shows us that everything is related. The ocean is not separate from the air we breathe. It is part of the same system. We are all part of this system. You are connected to the ocean. Even if you live far from the coast, the ocean influences your weather. It produces the oxygen you breathe. It is part of your world. Let that settle in your mind. You are part of something vast. You are safe here. We are nearing the end of our journey through the deep ocean. We have descended through layers of water. We have seen creatures that glow in the dark. We have visited the deepest trenches. We have learned how life thrives in impossible conditions. The ocean is vast beyond comprehension. It holds mysteries we are only beginning to uncover. Yet it also holds profound peace. There is a rhythm to the ocean, a slow, steady pulse. Currents flow. Tides rise and fall. Creatures drift through the water. Everything moves according to ancient patterns. There is no hurry in the ocean depths. Time moves differently there. A current takes centuries to complete its circuit. A coral reef grows over millennia. The ocean reminds us that not everything must happen quickly. Some things unfold slowly. Some processes cannot be rushed. This is true in nature. It is also true in our lives. Growth takes time. Healing takes time. Understanding takes time. We live in a world that values speed. We are constantly rushed. We feel pressure to do more, faster. But the ocean teaches a different lesson. It teaches patience. It teaches that slow and steady can be just as effective as fast and frantic. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. Now release it slowly. Your muscles loosening, your mind quieting. You have spent this time learning, but you have also been resting. The two are not opposites. You can learn and relax simultaneously. This is the gift of sleep learning. As you drift towards sleep, your mind continues to process. It makes connections. It stores memories. It prepares you for tomorrow. But there is no effort required. You simply rest. You allow your mind to do what it does naturally. The ocean continues its work without conscious thought. Currents flow. Creatures breathe and feed. The ecosystem functions. You too can trust your natural processes. You do not need to control everything. You can let go. You can rest. There is no hurry, no deadline, no test tomorrow. Just peace, just rest, just this moment. You are safe. The ocean is deep and dark and calm. You are floating in that calm. The water supports you. You do not need to swim. You can simply drift. Let yourself drift deeper. Each breath takes you deeper into rest. Your eyes are heavy. Your body is relaxed. Your mind is quiet. You are at peace. Just as the deep ocean creatures adapt to darkness and pressure, so too can you adapt to life's challenges. The ocean reminds us that even in the darkest depths, life finds a way. Creatures create their own light. They find food where none seems to exist. They thrive in conditions that seem impossible. You carry this same resilience within you. When life feels overwhelming, remember the deep ocean. Remember that you can withstand more than you think. You can adapt. You can find light in the darkness. You can create beauty even under pressure. The ocean has been here for billions of years. It has weathered countless storms. It has survived ice ages and warm periods. It endures. You too have the strength to endure. You have overcome challenges before. You will overcome future challenges too. Each challenge makes you stronger. Each storm you weather teaches you something new. You are capable. You are resilient. You are enough exactly as you are. Like the ocean, you contain depths that others cannot see. You are more than your surface. You are complex and wonderful. You are at peace. Sleep well.